Hello everyone, today I'm going to be taking you through a footwork warm-up, and this can be used to warm yourself up before you begin training, or if you're just doing a self-training, this can be used to practice your footwork, and it's what I think be quite comprehensive. So as you can see in the video, what you're going to want to start with is you're going to want to go en garde. But you're going to want to do it several times, so you're going to want to practice going into en garde to make sure you get a proper en garde stance. So after going en garde, then you're going to move on to practicing your steps. So you'll practice doing an advance and a retreat, and you'll want to do them slowly and make them as perfect as possible, okay? Then you'll move on to doing them in sequence, so you could do a couple steps at a time, maybe 2, then moving up to 3. And again, trying to focus on making these as smooth and as perfect as possible. You'll also want to move on to try and doing them as short and as small as possible, so that you can have the most control over your distance when you're fencing. After that, you're going to move on to varying the distance and the speed in your step. So this practices your unpredictability. After that, you're going to move on to practicing your lunges. So you're going to practice the lunge in its individual components. So you practice starting with a thrust, then kicking out, and just again making your lunge as perfect as possible. And you can move on to doing them. And you can move on into throwing steps before a lunge, so you can practice your step lunges. You'll practice making the steps having a speed change in them. And then just as you did before with the steps, you're going to repeat varying speed and distances, but this time throwing lunges in, which simulates actually fencing, trying to change up your speed and distance to fool your opponent, and then lunging when you're ready to attack. And the final thing you're going to do is if you have any other footwork components you'd like to practice, like a flesh or a flunge, you can throw in practice for them now. And that's everything you should need to know about doing an efficient warm-up for footwork for fencing. Thank you.